Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim Classic video. You join us in the Class 455, this time in the Southern Class 455. We're going to be heading over to London Bridge, running via Crystal Palace. So I have set up the via Crystal Palace part of the PIS, which I think in real life would have rarely been set up, as we've got the sort of newer electronic one here. Anyway, let's hop in, let's get the GSMR set up. So we are 2 Foxtrot 26, 2 Foxtrot 26, and we're at signal all the way down the end. We're at signal 513. Cool, just going to quickly change that to drive operated. There we go. So the door should now be shut. Get that off, and we should be good to go. Yeah. Right, forward. And let's go. Heading out of Victoria. And this scenario set in 2009 as well. So we'll see a few older trains about. I'm missing, there's a couple of reskins which I haven't got installed. I think one's for the Class 350. As the Class 350 used to run on the Brighton main line for the East Croydon to Milton Keynes services. So we won't see that, so probably one train. And then off we go. Only 4 coaches as well, so quite a short service. As usually the metro services are about 8 coaches. Little brake test. There we go. And we're out. And the lovely 455. And this is a new scenario as well. There's not really many scenarios which come out for this sort of stuff now. But yeah, this is a new one. Good. So I'll leave a link for this scenario if you'd like to give it a play. Cool. We should see a nice mix of trains. Looking forward to seeing what London Bridge looks like. Because London Bridge should be, what, 319s there. There won't be any 700s. That's about 8 years out, or 7 years out. That'd be cool to see what that's like. Lovely. The service coming in. There'll be no 377/6s or 7s either. So another thing which we won't see. There'll be a lot less. Let's speed up a bit. Next station is Battersea Park. Yeah, this is the train we're missing. Again, TSW mentioned, this is the train we're missing on TSW. Because this train would fit into the TSW Brighton main line, as that's set in 2021, so 1 year before these were retired, sadly. And quite soon these are going to be retired on South West as well, very sad. Good trains are being done away with. See Battersea Park coming up already. We'll have a look at our calling pattern. I think it's Battersea Park, Clapham, Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Hill, West Norwood, Gypsy Hill, Crystal Palace. And then we do the ones up to London Bridge via New Cross Gate. And the line actually is still connected here as well, which then goes on to the South London line. Still all connected in 2009, whereas that's now doesn't exist anymore. It's all been cut off. Very quiet, isn't it? We have got the Yawwie sound mod on improvement patch for the 455 on here. They generally are just they're quiet. They're not that noisy. Even if we get the window open, you can't really hear it that well. This Battersea Park. We'll see the Electro Stars. I mean, at this point they would have been, what, 6 years old? They started coming into service 2003. You got a free coach on the front there. Brilliant. Cool, and then it's Clapham Junction after this. Are we on time out of here? Hopefully. So we probably will end up being late on this run. Wouldn't be surprised. Let's go straight into Power 2. There you got a Sprinter down there. One of the Exeter services, just a free coach. Get some external audio for you. Nice. Lovely, lovely train. Again, it will be a bit laggy probably until we get to Balham as well. We've got Clapham Junction, Victoria, lots and lots of AI. Lots of AI. Bit of horn there as well. Heading round and down. There's also another scenario which has come out recently as of recording this, a London Overground one. I think Surrey Quays to Clapham Junction. So I'll get that one done as well. I'm in the TSC mood at the moment. Like TSW, we've had like small DLCs coming out. I'm sort of in the mood for this game. There's the Southwest 455, which is still running for now. Not for long though. And the old 450s in actually a nice livery. Whereas now they're just in the grey and boring SWR livery. These ones are lovely. "20 miles per hour into Clapham. There's the 444, and it's sort of distinctive white and blue livery. So you can easily distinguish between the 450 and the 444. I mean, they're still quite easy to distinguish, but they were a bit different. Oh, look, they've even got a 313 in there as well. Yeah, 2009, so this would have been as the 378s were coming in. They still had the 313s running the West London line, North London line services. Nice. A little flyover at London Overground. Very cool. Such a good time. Like, I feel like the 90s, the sort of 90s/noughties was like the best time to like trains, and probably the best time to work on trains as well. You sort of had that mix, you know, sort of the old stuff, the slam door stuff, and then going into the more modern stuff. It was sort of the mix of, say, the 455s, which are sort of old but not really old yet. That's, yeah, quite an exciting time. Whereas now, sort of the modern day trains coming now aren't really that exciting, are they? No slam doors anymore. All the sort of iconic trains are going, like HSTs and stuff. It's not that exciting. Here we are. And everything's been standardised. Here we are. This is Clapham Junction. I don't see any stop marker for there, so I assume it was just to the end. Yeah. Here we are. Let's get the doors shut. Door closed. Due out of here at 27, so we're late. Great. Right, let's go. Get back in. that's the slow bit of the journey over through Clapham. Let's have a look at our stop and start. We've got Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Hill, West Norwood, Gypsy Hill, Crystal Palace, Sydenham, Forest Hill, Honour Oak Park, Brockley, New Cross Gate and London Bridge at 14:05. There's the 460, the Juniper. Probably the best train to ever be on Gatwick Express, apart from the issues it had with maintenance and stuff like that. So seeing the 460 was like, wow, that's the express train. Whereas now it's just a 387. I mean, the Gatwick Express is literally a southern service, but branded as Gatwick Express and a couple of quid more expensive. So if you're going from London to Gatwick Airport, just go on a southern, save a couple of quid. The only good thing about the Gatwick Express is it skips out Clapham and East Croydon if you're going from London to Gatwick. So it's a lot quieter. That's really the only advantage, and it's a couple of minutes quicker. Bear with me, everyone. There we go. I think we're back. I think so. There's a few packages being delivered as it's Black Friday as of recording this, or Amazon Black Friday week. So let's go and collect a package. So that's why now the game is like this. As yeah, to pause the recording. Coming up to Wandsworth Common. I don't think we're right down the end here. I think this has got a separate 4-coach marker. One of those stops we just never really stop at. Well, is it right down the end? Surely not. No, it won't be. Yeah, there it is there, forecast stop marker. Although we don't have any cameras here. I feel like we're probably meant to have cameras. Unless we just poke our head out the window. Wandsworth Common. Due out of here at, let's see, 29, so we're still late, brilliant. Get the door shut now. Get out of here. Right, onwards to Balham. We've got the single yellow, but I think that's going to be until... oh, green now. I thought it might have been some sort of approach control for the junction. Lovely, Sam. And we're off. Warning for a... what's that, 50. Lovely. And we should see some 456s as well. Well, unless the scenario creator doesn't have a 456. But they would be running at this point in time. So we might be lucky enough to see one. Little 2-coach trains. And this is Balham. I guess we're probably going down to that first CCTV monitor. That's probably the 4-coach mark. Yep. And we haven't got the junction indicator here because we're going to be going to Streatham Hill. So we leave the Brighton main line, or at least we leave the Victoria spur of the Brighton main line and head to the London Bridge part of it. Yeah, this is Balham. Feels weird only being a 4-coach. Because like, literally every time we do this, there are 8 coaches. It's like a little diddy 4-coach train. Can't just fly into the platform expecting it to be right at the end. Probably due out of here, 32 yet now. And doors shut. Don't have to wait until the time. Straight into power 2. Don't necessarily know the driving behaviour for this train. I'd say going into power 2 straight away probably would be okay. Especially as sort of a metro, we need to be quick. Not sort of dilly-dallying. Put it into 4. So straight ahead here. Is that before we going across here? Oh, we got 30 here. Really? 30? Okay. Seems a bit slow. But alright, it said 30. I guess we probably should believe it. It's a bit slow though, isn't it? For sort of like this. Let's get a little flyby shot as we're going slow. 50 there. So I'm making our way into the maze of South London routes now. You just get loads of routes all bundled together. You get the Herne Hill to Tulse Thames Link line. You get the line off to Streatham, which will go across. Yeah, the lines everywhere. Proper sort of maze. And this is Streatham Hill. You've got a little bay platform there as well. I doubt anything actually goes into there. Or maybe, potentially. Probably up to the mirror there. Cool. They're sort of getting rid of these mirrors now. Like Three Bridges had, I mean, most of the sort of stations had the mirrors because it was for drivers to use for driver-only operation. As I was where you didn't need cameras, you could just have a mirror looking right down the platform, which worked. But now, all of the trains have cameras down here. They don't need these mirrors anymore, so most of them are now gone. Don't have them anymore. And same with the cameras as well. You can see some of them still there, but not working anymore. Or deactivated, so they're being sort of taken down now as well. All things change. A little bit of a hill start out of here, I reckon. What's it leaving? A little bit of a gap now to the next stop. Still 50 at the moment, I believe. There it goes. Into the tunnels. Loads of tunnels as well in this bit. Very sort of hilly area. So next stop will be, what would it be? Gypsy? No, West Norwood, I think that's the next one. Because we're not stopping at Tulse Hill. Not going down that way. Got 30 coming up. That was quite sort of sudden. Need to make up the time though. Need to be quick. And you get the line from Streatham just here. That's the bit, we've driven that bit a lot more, that bit. This bit we barely ever drive along. So we're coming up to West Norwood shortly. We head round. At 30 still. We got a warning for, what's that, 20 or so? Yeah, warning for a 20. Love that cut out sound when you cut off the power, the sort of click as you cut the power out. You don't get that on modern trains. Even sort of that sort of hissing of the brakes, you don't really get that as much now. Old trains are better. For people who like trains. Probably not for commuters. Come on, where is this blooming stop mark? It was right here. There it is. That would do. This is West Norwood. Now we're due out of here at 39, so we're making up the time now. Gypsy Hill next. Cool. Right, that's a little bit of a hill start, I reckon, out of here again. Must have been nice driving these trains though, because now it's just all sort of electro styles. That's all it is now, just electro styles for this sort of area. Let's go around the corner. 35 board there. Wait for the back of the train to pass that and we can speed up. I thought that still moves. The CIS. And I think from Gypsy Hill you then go into another tunnel and then you come out at Crystal Palace, and after Crystal Palace we then join back up with the London Bridge section of the Brighton main line and follow that all the way up to London Bridge. There's a bit longer than going via Peckham Rye. I think that is the faster route, more direct. And up to 50 as well. Smack that up. And here is Gypsy Hill. Around there you go into the tunnel through to Crystal Palace. Should be right down the end of the platform. You can sort of guess where the stop marker is going to be. It tends to be where sort of the station entrance or exit is. For this one it's right at the end of the platform, so there would be no point stopping halfway up the platform. So ideally we should just be down to the end. It's got an S-car stop here. Gypsy Hill. Here we are. And through the tunnel to Crystal Palace. Due out of here at 42, so about a minute late still. Get the door shut nice and swiftly and get going. And the speed drops right down into Crystal Palace as well. Can't remember what to, probably 20 or 30 it comes down to. Sort of as you're coming out the tunnel. Let's go. We're at full power. Not sure what this tunnel's called here. Maybe Crystal Palace Tunnel? Not sure. So this comes out on Crystal Palace. Oh, there's the warning there, 15 miles an hour. That's literally as you come out the tunnel. And I think it's a curved tunnel as well. Yeah, it sort of curls round. Even a banner repeater in here as well. Pretty nasty tunnel really, it sort of just curls round. I'll wait and see the light at the end of the tunnel. So if we were going right here, we'd go off, well that takes you towards Birkbeck and then Beckenham Junction, as well as also joins you up with the Brighton Main Line again at Norwood Junction. But we should go straight on. If we don't, that would be concerning. $15 miles an hour. For a second it started taking us around to the right, I was like, uh-oh. Quite a big station as well. Yeah, this is Crystal Palace. Although not the closest station to Crystal Palace Football Club. I think for that you have to get off at Norwood Junction or Selhurst. What side do we open the doors up on here? I'm probably going to go left side. I don't think you do both sides here. It's like Norwood Junction where you've got sort of this sort of configuration, but you only open the doors on one side. We'll do it on the left side. Here's Crystal Palace. Yeah, because you've got the DOO monitors on this side, so makes sense. And then it's Sydenham after this. So we're due out of Crystal Palace at 44. Like, what? Let's go. No screwing around. Yeah, let's go. So we'll join back up with the main line just down here. And then we'll just follow it up to, just follow up to London Bridge now. Easy as that. But if you haven't made it this far in the video, thanks all for remaining in as we make our way to London Bridge, sort of the longer way around. Quite enjoying being back to Train Sim Classic. You have a big break from it, then you go back and it's like, oh, this is refreshing. Can't imagine it'll stay at 60 as we join up to the main line. Yeah, 40. It's a bit more reasonable. Yeah, so there's the Brighton main line again we're joining up with. speed up to 60 again. So we should start seeing 319s now, as we're now sort of on the Thameslink area. Now that was an unexpected speed limit. 20 miles an hour all of a sudden. Cheers. Now you can tell I don't drive this bit very often. I mean, caught out by that 30 almost, that toll seal, and then the 20 here. What's the point of going up to 60? Only used full service, didn't have to use emergency though for that. Could be worse. There's an electro stone, if that's a stopper or a fast service. Cool. Full coach. Trying to sort of make up as much time as we can, really. Trying a bit more sort of aggressive with the brakes and acceleration. There it is, 319. Oh, lovely! Look at that. It's a mix as well. You've got what, First Capital Connect and also X Southern in First Capital Connect as well. The 319. Hey, what a time era! What an era. 47. Where have we lost this time? Like, honestly, where have we lost this time? In some places, we've almost been too fast. So it's got the green on the up there. Then we get another 319 whizzing past. I suppose we might even see Electro Stars in First Capital Connect. They'll be in the 377/5s. I think at this time they would have been running on here. Might get a chance of seeing those as well. There's a shopping trolley there from Sainsbury's or B&Q. Dump there. Well, in fact, actually, we shouldn't have probably actually used the GSMR, because when this is set, this is 2009. So this would have been, what, pre-GSMR, which I think was 2012, 2013. Oh well. We don't have a CSR in here, so yeah, it didn't look like it. Well, I think there is a variant of the 455 where there is a CSR, I think. That's like the older volume. Oh, bit of a ballast spill here, what the heck? Whoever did the track work last night didn't do a good job. Ballast all over the place. There's that 319, lovely. Is that going to set in? Hang on, why is that like that? No, not that one. That, there. Forest Hill, we're due out of here at 50. Right, let's go already. Hope people have got on quickly. Let's go full power again. Testing the 455. It's got to be quick. They're all stops at London Bridge, but it's quite easy. It's just like this, 4-track the whole way, so not too difficult. And also at this point in time, you wouldn't have the Shard as well, as the Shard opened in what, 2013. So you might see it under construction, but at the bottom of it, the Shard being the massive pointy building Which tower's above London Bridge? So we come up to the next stop already. Probably about halfway down the platform we'll be going. Oh yeah, that very much is halfway down the platform. I'm not going to be too far off. Oh, a little bit. That was not a great stop. Could be worse though, could be worse. So we're running late. I don't want to run late. This is Honour Oak Park. There's another one coming. I want to be 8 coaches. Then we get to go down to the end every time. Honour Oak Park, 52. I'm still 2 minutes late. Go. Right. Let's do that. Do that. Right, let's get out of here. We never stopped here. A little bit past the marker. We'll poke our head out the window to check the platform. Next station won't be too much further. They're all quite close. Or relatively close. Lovely sounding motors though on here. Yeah, I'll leave a link for the scenario and also the Yawwie improvement patch for the 455 and 456. As we haven't been able to check out the 456 yet, but I'd imagine it's fairly similar to what we've seen in the 455. Because the 456 is basically just a 2-coach 455 with a flat end, well, a slopey flat end. And the 456 is a weird one. A little 2-coach electric multiple unit running around South London. Well, imagine that nowadays. It wouldn't happen. As that was the class 456, they were literally just 2 coaches. And on occasion they would run as literally just 2 coaches. Most of the time they'd have like a 455, 456 and 45, so there'd be 8 coaches with 2 456s and 1 455. Or 1 455 and 1 456. But yeah, a little 2-coach EMU running around London. Sounds quite cute, doesn't it? A little 2-coach. Yeah, those days are long gone. And if anything, it'll be 3 coaches now. Right, here we are. That's what I do. Brockley. Where do you live? I live in Brockley. New Cross Gate next. Sort of down the hill. Was that a fast one there, I think, coming here? Where's that one off to? Let's have a little look. Where are you going? To Tattenham Corner, just going straight through. We're trying to get another photo if we get another 319 passing us. Should get the AWS going off in a second. Here is New Cross Gate. And off this London Bridge, finally. So it doesn't feel like a long service, but then it is like it's 50 minutes. Like, it doesn't feel that long. Like it feels like it would be half hour or so. It's a relatively long service. Dawdling our way through South London. There's the 4-coach marker. You got the little like I think it's an incinerator, that building there. You will see like the rubbish trucks going into it. I imagine some sort of incinerator. Nice. Oh, press T. So New Cross Gate, we're 2 minutes late still. Like what? A Notch 2 again, probably a bit cheeky. If anyone does know the driving sort of technique for the 455, do comment below. I think for Southwest, they have to be in step 1 brakes, take that off and apply power or something like that, so whilst having the brake on. Oh, we shouldn't be going up here. Little side in here, we're not going into. Yeah, I've got the junction indicator position 2. Got the London Overground depot here. Not sure if that would have been open by now, or maybe just about opening in 2009. There's a 319. Lovely. What a lovely livery as well. Look at that. Only a 4-coach, so that one. Pause brake. As soon as you see a 319, you know the era. In First Capital Connect livery as well. 40 for us. Got a warning for a 20 though. Hang on, what? No, wait, what? Okay, maybe not then. I think we've been a bit naughty on this run. What was it there? Yeah. A tad. There's a 456. Let's just that shut off with the power, ready? Love it. I've got 4 minutes to get to London Bridge. As of recording this, I've got to go out and get something in about 4 minutes. Drive somewhere. So I'm also in a bit of a rush for this one, because we're late as well. It's like great combo. Is it 20 miles an hour into London Bridge? Bit of zoom in, zoom out action. A little brake test before we come into London Bridge. Make sure the brakes are working alright, as it is a terminating station, so a little brake test before you come into it. So otherwise we don't want to hit the buffers. Lovely 456. Is that the AP 456? Surely, yeah, it must be. One for the 20 there. That's shard, which yeah, wouldn't be like that at the moment. It would be a lot smaller. What is that? I'm trying to figure out if that's the AP 456 or the standard 456. Depends what the scenario creator had, I guess. There we are. Look at this. Hive of activity here at London Bridge. What's going on? Be quick into the platform. Well, I'm going to start finishing up now. Hopefully everybody has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places. Discord, PayPal, merch store, as well as our affiliate link for the lovely UK departure boards. This is the old London Bridge as well. A little bit quick up to the buffers, but I've got a shootout. So, yeah, that's what we've been driving a bit crazily. Yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links to usual places, Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, that is that. You've done it, do the doors, and go. See you all, and take care. Thanks everybody for coming in. See you all in the next one. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.